Hello everyone, it's Heather here and it is June 2nd, Wednesday, June 2nd. It is we're getting ready to go into Power Hour here very shortly. I wanted to talk about XLE. I had a position in XLE and I sold half of it out a while, not too long ago, but a little while ago. And I originally bought into XLE on 517 and it was a 716 XLE 55 calls. I bought those at 209. I sold half of those at 230. This morning I added back the half that I had sold at 190. So my average is 2. Well, it's 2. And I have my sell-in for all of them at 230. So why did I get in? Well, energy, overall sector rotation in energy is very favorable when you look it out, over the week, the month. Energy is doing well. Even though we had this nice little dip back, but we caught a very nice area, and then we had our 3-8 cross come back in, and we pushed up and away. So this was the candle that I was watching that off of. This was yesterday's candle. We had a nice little gap. We held it. We pushed higher. Today we came in, opened higher. So right when we look at the candles, we want to see a higher opening and a higher close. You kind of stair step that up. And this was a very bullish look to me. Even though I had this tail that pushed back down, and I'm gonna pull this down so you can see the intraday action. Right, that initial drop happened immediately, but then we smacked and hit right back up, took a break, walked up, took a break. I don't know who broke the market right here, but we had a little bit of a pullback, and now kind of climbing right back up, pushing up toward those highs. We are not quite at the high yet of the day. We haven't broken that high. 55.49 was that high, but we're getting very, very close here to that marker. Okay. So also when we're looking at this, we want to see the overall trend. Always go out to your weekly charts. Now this week, this is only the second day. It's not even closed yet. But you can see past weeks we made a nice move up, took a little break, and then started back up. We held in a very nice level last week, right around that 51.50, or maybe a smidge below that 51.50 area, and started our way back up. So that is why I added back to this trade. It is really close to even potentially closing here today, which will give us 20% on the part that we added, and about 10% there on the part that we were still holding. So a nice little trade. But I want to, even though this may, by the time you watch this, we may be out of this trade, I want you to be able to see what I see and maybe learn a little bit about why I took the trade. And that's why I still go ahead and post these videos. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out. See, I just drew in this shorter term trend, love trend lines. And look at this. I think there's definitely still some room here. And on the weekly, we have room to the 200. Not a lot of volume to get in our way. So potentially still a swing trade overnight. If this doesn't close, I would be very, very comfortable holding this overnight or even raising the sell. But I'm going to go ahead and take my profits because I can always come back into it. So there you go. That is why I added on to XLE. If you have any questions, reach out, Heather C at givingtreetrading.com.